I didn't think it would come to this, but it's time to talk about something that has been plaguing my channel for existence ever since I reacted to it. And I know the layout looks a little weird because I don't have a proper video viewing layout for this thing yet. Wish I did. If someone could make me that, I would be very happy. But for now, this is what we get. But, also, yeah, on the left side is my super form and dark form. So I figured for this react, I'd bring out both forms. And no, I'm not going to try to voice those two forms either because it's a pain in the ass. Because, like I said, I still don't have editing software that allows me to do that yet. Like, if I were to fucking use voice mod for this, I would. But since that's not the time to do that, but it's time to talk about Ryu versus Jin. Well, I'm reacting to it / revisiting it just to get this off my freaking YouTube's cursed stone list, because that is one thing I was hoping not to do, but after some convincing, I also gotta make sure this is in maximum quality, so for the sake of the madness, we are going to revisit a old death battle. So now I'm gonna have to bring my laptop over here so I can read the chat, because this video is going to be in full screen, by the way, so I won't be able to see what the chat feed is reading. So I'm going to be reacting / revisiting a death battle that's plagued my channels for years and years to come, especially after I tried proving the idiots wrong that Jin would beat Ryu. But this has to be done. This has to be done. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into this ridiculousness that I'm about to endure myself with. Oh, I need to turn off
Everyone has
that.
different reasons for studying martial arts. For personal honor, to improve health, and for
Get this ad out of here. Get
the wandering world warrior of Street Fighter. And Jin Kazuma, the power-hungry martial arts master of Tekken. He's whizzing out.
So yeah,
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and
I've
skills.
seen this before, but I figured I'd revisit it because, let's be real, nobody likes a shitty reaction. No one likes that kind of crap.
He is the wandering warrior. He is Ryu.
So yeah,
Epic introduction for a hobo. Orphaned at a young age, Ryu was adopted by the martial arts master Goken. Under Goken's training and beside his fellow student Ken Masters, Ryu was trained in the art of Ansatsuki, aka the assassination fist. This ancient fighting style was specifically designed for murder, which automatically makes it the best martial art ever. Well, Goken actually taught Ryu a slightly altered variant of the Ansatsuki. Inspired by karate, kenpo, and judo, Goken's version was a generally non-lethal one. Oh, lame. But the deadly side of the martial art lived on in Goken's brother, Akuma, who would ultimately prove to be Goken's downfall. One day, Ryu and Ken returned to their dojo to find their master dead. Yeah, kind of. He got better later. But Ryu didn't know that, so he swore to wander the earth, perfecting his abilities.
yeah, that's also true.
With the Ansatsuken style, Ryu is a master at close quarter combat. With such techniques as
Shoryuken, Tatsumaki Senpuyaku,
he can take down most foes in mere seconds.
Jordan Shotogiri, I don't know how to pronounce these, even though I'm a big fan of these games.
Goken's version of the Ansatsuken also taught Ryu several defensive techniques, including the skill to parry most other attacks with precise timing. And with all these awesome powers of whooping ass, Ryu eventually made his way to the World Warrior Tournament. With his skills, Ryu quickly reached the top of the competition. For the title of World Warrior, he faced his toughest opponent yet, Sagat, who ended up beating the shit out of him.
But Sagat was surprisingly a pretty good sport, so when he felt the fight was over, he offered Ryu a hand up.
And in that moment, something dark swelled from within Ryu's consciousness. A force so fierce and destructive, he couldn't contain it. And he lashed out. With an enraged shout and
The raging demon of instant hell murder.
Over Sagat's near-dead body, Ryu's dark side had been unleashed. This was the Satsui no Hana.
A violent inner force so extreme, its name actually means surge of murderous intent. If I ever knowingly father a child, I know what I'm naming him.
Surge of murderous intent.
Ryu falls into an uncontrollable rage.
The scar. So yeah, this is going to be fun trying to put it up on the channel later, but
He can even teleport
if it does go up on the channel, I'll laugh. Same cannot be said for the,
Instant hell murder.
same cannot be said for the bonus episode, because I don't know how that's going to go down. So, you're not only getting one bonus react, you're getting two from me, people, for those who watch this on YouTube later.
But while the Satsui no Hado is a manifestation of Ryu's dark side, he has achieved balance.
So yeah,
This is called Mu no Ken, or
after recently looking up this form, I'm still not,
focusing on mental and spiritual
I'm still trying to get used to saying it.
ultimate state of being. This
I respect the fact that, you know, Power of Nothingness is actually canon. So, Power of Nothingness lives on, even though, like I said, this fight I may not be a big fan of, but I figured it's better if I revisit it, express my thoughts,
World Warrior tournament. He's dodged
and let you guys know that I don't hate Street Fighter. I don't hate it at all. Neither do I hate Tekken.
That boxing match we did, he's strong enough to kill an elephant in
Oh
one
yeah,
punch.
TJ Combo beat the shit out of that guy. I remember that. I remember that battle being pretty damn awesome.
he's strong enough to lift this enormous
And plus, Killer Instinct is a lot more crazier when it comes to
compared to Ryu's height.
bullshit mechanics and bullshit feats.
We can determine it must weigh at least 36 tons.
Plus, there's a guy sitting on top,
Just saying.
and he's lifting his own boulder. Man, Oro's cool.
While Ryu's fighting record isn't perfect, his wins far outnumber his
Plus, I already knew Balrog was gonna lose to TJ anyway.
and Bison, and even a genetically engineered super warrior named Seth.
But those were
Uh,
just pit stops compared to his frequent battles with Akuma. And if you don't know, Akuma shattered an island
And yes, I'm also aware of the island shattering feat. I'm aware of that.
to the ocean surface from 4,000 feet below in 3 seconds while destroying a submarine.
That's about 3,000 miles per hour. By
While
the way.
destroying a sub.
Guess he just powered through the bends.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Let's also not forget that he also destroyed a freaking,
His attack on his
Okay, never mind. They did fight on top of a volcano, so...
and with the power
Oh,
of
well.
Ken on his side, Ryu was victorious.
All in a day's work for everyone's favorite street.
Okay, so they did fight on top of a volcano.
Power to actually defeat that beast. Now show it to me. Power's not to defeat. This is the power to push forward.
If you met
Alright.
when he was just a boy, you wouldn't figure he'd grow up to be one of the most dangerous men to ever live.
Unless you already knew about his super deadly and super crazy family.
Shin was raised by his single mother, who taught him the Kazuma family-style martial arts after his father abandoned him.
Story of my life. No, really, those training days with Mama Boomstick were some of the best times of my life.
One day, Jin's mother sensed a great evil approaching. She told him that if anything were to happen to her, he should seek out his grandfather, Heihachi Michi.
Right
Rest in peace, Joseph Joestar and Heihachi, voice actor.
his mom and Shrek
Ah.
were to be seen. Don't you hate it how moms are always right?
Yeah.
It wasn't too difficult for Jin to find Heihachi.
Yeah, he's super rich and has a really tall building. Kinda hard to
I mean, Heihachi
In fact, that Heihachi owned a
Heihachi
conglomerate and
was, and forever will be, the king of the Iron Fist.
for kicks a martial arts tournament.
Whoa.
And I'm not saying that because of the lore or anything. I'm actually saying that because of,
Well, she also forgot to mention that Heihachi is a terrible father who's obsessed with throwing his own son off cliffs. Nobody's perfect, I guess.
well, you get the idea. I'm not saying it because of the lore. I'm actually saying it because of the, fact that the voice actor of Heihachi, who's also the voice actor of Joseph Joestar, yeah, he passed away, so whenever I think it was around the time when Tekken 7 came out. So, rest in peace, Joseph Joestar and Heihachi. I don't know his name. I'm not going to attempt pronouncing his name because I am not that great at pronunciation. There's Ogre.
Interrogating him to find out what happened to his mother, Jin just killed him. Nice job, stupid. There goes the only lead you had.
Yeah, nothing tastes better than sweet, sweet revenge. Except for maybe Mom's cooking. Well, unfortunately, it didn't last long, because he got shot up by his grandfather. Oh, that son of a bitch. Mama always said never trust a bald man who tells his barber, give me the Wolverine.
But Jin
God
had a
damn it.
surprise for Heihachi, and for himself, actually. Thanks to his family line, he has inherited the dreaded and parasitic Devil Gene.
Which turns him into...
See, now hear me out. I still think the Devil Gene would have beaten
Sign me up for.
Ryu.
I've been working on an
But that's...
digestible version of the Devil Gene myself.
Oh, yeah? That happened to be the chewy fruit candy in the blue bucket.
What did you do?
Well, my dog, Jack Spaniels, was wandering around scrounging for food as he does, and, I was wondering why he suddenly grew horns and wings.
You've got to be shitting me.
Anyway, compare
Okay. Ah, Tekken 4 outfit. Best outfit in
Devil Gene is
ever made. Wish they would bring Tekken 4's outfit back for Yoshimitsu. And by that I mean his alternate outfit.
of an Aztec period. To do this, Jin must have
So yeah, the Double Genes, typical laser beams, flight,
Hell, Jin is strong
strength, etc.
who can toss around this giant war robot named Nancy.
when compared to real
Nancy.
robots of similar size and accounting for additional weapons.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. I didn't get that far in Tekken 6's story mode, unfortunately. I really,
Can't survive falling all the
if
way
only there was a way for me to revisit that game.
Escape velocity. That's more than
That would be perfective because I know
punch so fast he
I
causes shockwaves.
I know pretty much all the lore up to this point because I recently played Tekken 7 and it gave me a summarization of it.
totally reasonable considering his
And it even told about the origins of why Heihachi and Kazuya's battles.
Doesn't even have the devil gene.
That's right. The Devil Gene traces back not to Heihachi, but to Jin's grandmother.
See?
Freaking
The
rides tiger.
As a result, Heihachi's son Kazuya
See, this is another reason
passed it on to Jin.
why this is basically why and I'm gonna take, wasn't scenario mode online co-op in Tekken 6? I don't know, because like I said, the copy of Tekken 6 that I had was for the PSP, which I believe it's on my shelf, right next to a bunch of other games and a few movies and a Wii game that my friend Devlin still needs to get back to him, because he accidentally left it at my place.
About the Nagasaki and World War the sequel? Yeah, this laser's like 176 of those hitting all at once.
While the Devil Gene can sometimes be difficult for Jin to control, it provides an enormous advantage against almost any foe.
With it, he's won 3 of the 4 King of Iron Fist tournaments he's entered. He's defeated Heihachi, Kazuya, and even the supposed OG Devil Man himself, Azazel. Too bad he had to start World War
Azazel? I thought it was Azazel.
kind of a dick.
I don't
Certainly no angel, and hardly
I don't know if that's how it's actually pronounced, but
he is the
yeah.
child of destiny, and not even the devil's blood can seal his fate.
Can't you understand?
Oh yeah,
This fighting is pointless. It's never gonna
Tekken Blood Vengeance. I've seen that movie recently, and
But that is why I fight.
All right, the combatants
I'm gonna
are set. Let's end this debate once
let's
and
see
for
if this. It's gonna switch to an ad, isn't it? Ah, shit. We're gonna have to skip this ad. So sorry guys. I don't. As much as I don't want to do the ad. Sorry. Come on, just skip, please, just. There we go. There we go. All right. Here we go again. Now, I will tell you why I still don't think Ryu would be able to beat the Devil Gene. Because the basic premise of the Devil Gene is that it's very fucking powerful. But let's not focus too much on Jin. Let's also focus on Ryu. He's able to beat Akuma, and who is able to shatter an island, a meteor, and fight on top of a volcano just the same as Double Gene user Kazuya, who fought Heihachi for the final time on top of a volcano. That voice of Jin. Ambrose Chief. It's not the official voice actor for Jin, and I think they were trying to mimic the English voice lines that Ryu has in a similar tone, but they gave a voice actor for Jin. And remember, this is an older episode, mind you. I will admit, this battle music is that good. This battle music is this good. There's Hadouken. See, if Harada ever did Tekken Cross Street Fighter and get it out of development hell, I could see this working for this scenario. There's Double Gene. I think his Tekken line is a little bit better. So yeah, pretty much. Like I said, now this is the part where I honestly thought Jin was going to win, because if you don't recall, there was an ending in Tekken 5 where it showed that the Double Gene could absorb evil power. Which unfortunately they didn't do that, which was shocking, because this is why I still think Tekken would have beaten Street Fighter. If it weren't for them not using it and giving Ryu this power of nothingness, Jin would have won, which... But I know better than to recall my hatred towards this episode. Like I said, I may not care for this episode because I still think Tekken beats Street Fighter overall. But there is one thing I do know that may change your mind about my hatred towards it. Because I may not like this episode, but recently on Twitter, after reacting to Flash vs. Archie Sonic, which... Unlike that one, the last time I reacted to this, I was rather pissed in Ryu vs. Jin. But in Flash vs. Sonic, I was more annoyed than anything. Not really pissed that time. And here is why Ryu wins. Because the power of nothingness, which... To me, I still think if Jin would have absorbed the Satsui no Hata right before Ryu could get the power of nothingness activated, Jin would have won that. So... Oh god, no. Screw you. So, get technical difficulties, please stand by while I fix that, because I am not having an ad show up on my stream feed. Give me 1 second. Boom. So, give me 1 second to, skip this nonsensical ad, because, I don't need ads interrupting my stream feed. Come on, hurry up. Come on. Just hurry up with the thank you. Okay, so we're gonna... Okay, so I have to, unmute this, go back to full screen, and, hang on 1 second. Give me this, bring this back up, and, kaboom. So yeah, I know, it was... There was a reason why I had to do that. I don't like it playing ads when I'm trying to react. So that's another reason why I use Share Factory, because I can just get the Rooster Teeth file and just immediately react to it that way. That way it makes it easier for me. That way I don't have to deal with ads while I'm trying to... See, this is what I don't like about YouTube. Is that it doesn't tell you when the ad is coming out. Just that it says ad coming in 3, 2, 1, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. Anyways. Yes, we get it. The the Tekken Blood Vengeance movie is not canon. I mean,
Also, Jin's fall from orbit feat was
I mean, Harada did confirm that.
quantified due to its presentation.
His
Even if we assume
Blood Vengeance compliments the Tekken tag did not contradict his established character.
would equal around 18 tons of
See, like I said, people, that was the only thing they forgot to mention, that Devil Jin could absorb energy. Like, he can absorb evil energy, but,
clear it was necessary for him to be in devil form to do so. Kazuya's own laser blast was
I mean, Kazuya did the same thing in Tekken Tag too, but of course we all know how Tekken Tag is.
megatons of
Tekken Tag is non-canon, and yes,
very
this was another reason why I still think Jin would have won, because the Devil Gene is very fucking powerful. But that doesn't mean, now hear me out, that doesn't mean the Devil Gene is Omega OP. That's, like, I'm just saying that it could have easily won if it was able to absorb the energy from the
overtrained in the
shit, the bleh. I can't even fucking say the name right. The raging demon of instant hell murder. If it was able to absorb that and gain power from it, Jin would have won this. But
with a single strike, Akuma managed
see,
to break apart
they
entire islands.
they also had to compare it to Akuma, because Akuma's like is basically the major rival to.
We've estimated the
See, Heihachi survived Akuma's raging demon. Jin could likely as well. It's possible Jin could summon and Hachio blood could resist attacks on the soul. However, does not negate Ryu's other advantages. See, like even if he had the power, even if he had that other absorb the Satsui no Hado,
Devil Gene carrier has ever survived amounts to less
the real question is, would it have been able to counter Mu no Ken? That's what I really.
comparison. The fact that Ryu's
Yeah.
survived being on the island as it was blown apart helps justify this scaling too.
Yeah, Satsui no Hado. Like, if Jin was able to absorb the Satsui no Hado, gain power from it, like for example, in Tekken 5, in this double Jin ending, he was able to absorb the energy off of Jinpachi, and got super powerful. It literally destroyed the entire area around him, while sending skelettites up into the air, or I think projectiles. I don't know which term is proper, but you get the idea.
Even bigger meteor. Akuma.
See, there's the other meteor feat. So,
The winner.
okay, so we got. Okay, no, I think we're done with fucking. I said no, bad YouTube, no, bad. All right, so now that you know why I did this, do I still hate this episode? Not as much as I did back then. In fact, I think I can show you a little Twitter post. I just gotta switch over to Twitter and switch. Where is it? It was the post that I did, because it was. Okay, so right here, I'm gonna need to switch out the window capture and just see if I can zoom in on this as best I can. So I'm gonna bring this over here and then stretch the screen. I wanna see if I can now real quick, if I can do this without looking stupid. Like, right here. This was my tweet post from me chatting with someone on Twitter by the username of That Smug Kyrie. We were talking about things, and that's basically. See, that's what they should have done with this fight. Like, Jin versus Devil Jin combined with the Satsui no Hado would have been fucking epic to see in that fight. However, they didn't do that. which was really sad and disappointing. But I could see why they say Ryu beats Jin. But so now that we got that out of the way, let's see if I can fit the screen again, and then shrink it down, and then put this back here, and then yeah. So pretty much the fact that this battle has plagued my channel for years. Ever since, in fact, when did this episode come out? And something fell off my shelf again. Because my room is a big giant clusterfuck. This episode came out, actually no, this episode came out 2 years ago. So it's been plaguing my channel for like two years, basically. That's what it's been doing. So that's what happened. So this episode that I reacted to 2 years ago has been plaguing my channel for over 2 years. And now that 2 years later, I finally revisit it and I put this dead horse to rest. My verdict on the episode. It's okay. Is it my favorite? No. Because you're probably wondering, why is it still not my favorite? Well, for starters, when I was growing up, the first fighting game that got my attention the most was Tekken. And it was through Tekken 3. Tekken Tag and Tekken 4. And then later on in the years, I played the other games. And then PS3 comes around. And Street Fighter 4 was on it. And I saw a particular character named Yuri Han. That is how I got into Street Fighter. And then years later, and of course, regarding that react as well, I still think Yuri would beat Melina. Because, not for the sake of Melina's top tier waifu or whatever. No. I'm saying because I never cared for Melina when I played Mortal Kombat. But because of that tweet, I can agree with this. In short, I can agree with this. Street Fighter and Tekken both have ridiculous, crazy feats. And they are way more crazier than Mortal Kombat. But will they ever top King of Fighters and Fatal Fury feats? I don't know about that one, because there is a lot of people out there that want to see Heihachi fight Geese Howard, and I don't know how that will play out, because you're comparing crazy feats from Tekken against crazy feats from KOF and Fatal Fury. Because Geese didn't start off in King of Fighters. No, King of Fighters started off as Fatal Fury before it ended up branching out into its own fighting game series with different characters, including characters from Fatal Fury. That's pretty much what happened. You know, the one on the Rooster Teeth site doesn't have ads, right? Yeah, well, I figured I'd do it on, Okay, so, and that was Mr. Gentlemac replying to me on Discord. Okay, so now that I put this dead horse to rest, I'm gonna try and get this up on the channel. So this is not the only bonus react that you'll get from me within the weeks. No. There is gonna be more bonus react. There's gonna be another bonus react, and then after that will be finally Red Hood versus Winter Soldier. So honestly, I don't know how the boys bonus episode will, aka the death battle with the boys characters. The battle royale with the boys characters. If you don't know the boys, it was originally a comic book series, and I'm gonna warn you people right now before I start the credits. The boys is not the kind of comic or series that a little kid should watch. This comic and TV series are disturbing as hell. It's violent, intense, gory, and so shocking. I'm just warning you now. It would be so bad. I know it sounds silly, but if you've not seen, if I can find a image of this real quick. So, an example from the comic. Google the boys comic. So yeah, there is. I just want to find. So yeah, here's a little example. If I can find an example of this. It's like, take a look at this particular image right freaking here. If I can, that is X-Men, not... That is X-Men, not the boys. I want a death scene from the boys. Like, there is... like... Okay, so... Image in new tab. Okay, so we're gonna... I'm going to bring up the window capture again. So, right here. Yeah. No, this comic, the boys comic and TV series is disturbing as hell. Like, if I can just get this to stretch up real quick, because I'm not in the mood to go and hunt and save an image just for that, but we're gonna just show you just what happens when I can stretch the screen. Okay, I have so many tabs. Yes, we get it. So just show this image off. Like, look at this. This is what happens this is one of the things that happens in the boys. Like, it literally gore and death, and it's so crazy. Like, this is way more crazier than DC, way more crazier than Marvel. Hell, probably on par with Dark Horse Comics even, which is another reason why The Mask would beat Deadpool, because Dark Horse Comics is a lot more fucking crazier when it comes to insanity. So we can get rid of this now. So now that I gave you a general idea of what's to come for said bonus react that's coming up whenever this boys episode drops, and Mr. Gentlemac is talking about Tracer vs. Scout on Discord, but I'll even mention that as well. Like, for those who hate Tracer vs. Scout, the only reason why that episode gets so much hate is because of so many TF2 fans wanting Scout to win, and I kind of see their point. I also don't see their point, because for one, some of them are too damn salty and too fanboy raged, which is pretty much how I'm going to describe it, to where I don't see their point, because let's face it, Tracer vs. Scout came out way too early in my opinion. Like, yes, I agree with Tracer winning, but at the same time, if it would have had a little bit more time, like, if it would have been able to had better animation and shit, then maybe Scout might have had a chance, depending on how Tracer's lore could have gone increasingly, because Tracer's lore has evolved way beyond since that episode. But only reason why I still agree that Tracer beats Scout is because of the time hacks. Like, if feel like a fair match. The Tracer overpowers him with too much, in my opinion. So yeah, that's another reason why this should have had a bit more time and everything. Like it should have. I get it was like one of the most popular debates because Tracer is a clone of the Scout in terms of like the weapons and shit. Like in terms of like how fast she can run and how powerful her guns are and shit. But the only differences that they have are like the and that too, like they left out a bunch of shit for Scout. Like that's the other reason why this episode felt too rushed. So yeah, I honestly wouldn't have minded Tracer winning if they would have done a lot more weapons for Scout and not rush it out. Like give more time for each of their characters' lore. By now, Scout's lore has already evolved, and he's pretty much, I think, dead at this point. I think that's what happened in the comic. Yeah, he died in the comic. I don't know, because it's been a while since I played TF2, and I have not read much of the comic other than looked up videos on it. So yeah, that's just my personal take. Like they should have taken more time with the episode to let the characters' lore evolve a bit better, and then put them together and include everything. But yeah, so now that we got, but like I said, anyways, I know I've been blabbering on about. I only know TF2 because of Pymission. Pymission actually does a really good parody series of TF2, though it is a shame that without Rick May, I believe, yeah, Rick May. Rick May was a really damn good voice actor. He was even a voice acting coach and teacher. Like, it was a real damn shame too, because he was also the voice of Peppy Hare in Star Fox 64 and Andros even. But yeah. So I've been talking about these too much. I might talk more if you guys want me to talk about what I thought of certain battles in the future. I may do that. But, yeah, I don't know. For those who watch this on YouTube later, if they want me to do that, I will do it. So, right now, let's get those credits rolling, because I'm pretty sure people would rather see me stream something else. I don't know what I should stream, actually. I mean, for this one, I'll do the credits, but then I will figure out something else to stream, so yeah, I don't know what I'm going to stream in terms of games. I want to stream like a PS2 game, but I don't know how I'm going to do it because of how Twitch was the last time with Sonic Heroes, with parts for Team Dark and recently Team Sonic, which was really annoying. Did you do Sonic Heroes completely? I might, you know what, I will stream it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the credits for this particular stream, and then I'm going to see if Sonic Heroes will let me do things, but it may be different parts and shit because I know what's going to happen, because I am not streaming KOF Maximum Impact. That game can sit in the dust where it belongs with Bomberman Act Zero. Actually, now that I think about it, should I do Sonic Generations? Should I do that? And you, my good sir, do not need to promote spam on my fucking stream. Sunopeds1233, I refuse to have your mustaches. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a straw poll. See, for those who are watching, straw poll. I I need straw poll for a reason, because it's the only way I can get this out of the way. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a stream poll. Sonic Heroes, Shadow Hedgehog. Let's see here. Sonic Generations with mods. I should probably put PS2 emulator. PS2 emulator on both Shadow the Hedgehog and if I figure out how to do a PS3 emulator, I can immediately play the shit-fested game that would be Sonic 06. I'm sorry, but if I do that, that's gonna, because I did find out that there is an emulator out there for PS3 games, but I don't know if I should stream that particular version. So, oh no, who knows? Sonic Lost World with mods, if any. Okay, so here's my little poll. I made a little poll, so we're just gonna create the poll. Now I'm gonna share this little poll on Twitter as well as going back to the straw poll, because straw poll is a lot better. Alright, so let's see here. Darkspine Sonic, I should get that while I wait. So let's get it to the... Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get the BRB screen ready. And yeah, we're going to get the BRB screen ready, and I'm going to download the Darkspine Sonic mod. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to activate it, because I think I need to get all the Chaos Emeralds for that. So I don't know. So I'll get it. I'll get it real quick. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go to the BRB screen, end the stream, and restart the stream. So hopefully this stream actually can go up onto the channel. So who knows.